Hi everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to be doing my second creative journaling. I'm just going to go for it. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to just kind of journal. Again, this isn't necessarily really personal because I'm putting this on the internet. I'm sharing it with all of my followers and subscribers. So this is my creative journaling. I like to use different art supplies, and this is my traveler's notebook that I did show in my very first creative journaling video. And we're just going to pull out the insert that I used. Just so I don't get it wrecked. And I'm going to be doing something similar, maybe not with paper this time, but I'm going to be using these Tim Holtz Ephemera papers again, at least until I can get more. But I'm just kind of playing around and with different techniques, different ideas. So it won't be the same each and every week. I will be doing different things, like just doing a drawing or coloring it in perhaps. So, but this week I wanted to talk about time and how fleeting it is. So I'm just going to do a quote, and I never looked online for any inspiration or quote ideas. It's something in my head that I'm going to write it down. So it's not really from anywhere. But before we go any further, I'm going to date the top of this journal entry with my stamp, my alphabet and number stamps. So I'm using my Colorbox archival die, acid-free Wicked Black ink. I will leave all of the items I've used down below as well. Okay, so I'm done stamping the date, and before I actually go ahead and letter the quote on this page here, I'm going to go around the edges of the paper here and use this Tim Holtz Distress ink. This is vintage photo color, and I'm just going to use one of the little stampers I had shown in my previous video, so this is just from Amazon. Then on this page here, I actually want to add these little pieces here. I don't know if that one might be, I might not use all of them, but to depict the main idea of this spread is time and the passage of time. So I'm going to add a clock on one of them, an old-fashioned dress on the other here. And I know it seems like I'm sticking with this old-fashioned brown theme, but I will change things up with color, whether it's markers or whatever after the fact. I need to get a feel for this creation process, doing whatever I want. It's kind of neat. I like it, but it is definitely different. Okay, so I think that's really nice. Just kind of layering pieces on top of one another. So I'm going to use my Tombow permanent adhesive again. Okay, so I'm going to leave this off. I was going to add this little piece here too, but because there's a certain color scheme I want to go with, I'm going to add the quote on this page here with this Pentel Touch Feud brush pen. It is purple, and I'm just going to write it over here. I will be using these Unipin fine liners. They're water and fade proof pigment ink. This is a 0.5. So in this quote, I said, "Time is fleeting. Learn to enjoy the moment before it's gone." So now I want to add a wax stamp to this side, and I've never done this before, so I'm going to add it up here, and it's going to be my initial. So I have this stamp here. It's just S with a little bit of design on it. I think I showed this in a haul, and I'm going to use these wax bars here. And they're easy because they do already have a wick inside them. So all you have to do is light it on fire and drip the wax where you want it to go, and then press the seal on it. So we're going to try this today, and I do have little tiny wax stars that you would melt in a little spoon. We'll try that next time, or one of the next times. So I'm going to go ahead and light this. I probably should trim this down, but I'm just going to see if it starts to melt the wax here. So I'm going to melt quite a bit of the wax. Okay, we'll let that cool off. And before the wax has any chance to go anywhere, I'm going to use this wax seal. And I'm just going to let it sit there while it has a chance to cool. And there we go. So it's not exactly straight. This is the very first time I have used this, but I really think it's pretty. This is a purple. So yeah, my S is not straight, and it did pull up in the corner here, so hopefully I'll be able to shut it. But I like it because it does match this side. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of journaling on this page, and I really want to keep it to the purple theme, but I don't have a purple refill ink for my Jane Davenport. I think I'm going to use a fine liner today. I have a lot to choose from. So I'm going to use this Statler Tri Plus fine liner. I believe these are a 04 if I'm not mistaken. I've had these for a very long time. I just don't really use them that much. So I'm going to go ahead and do some journaling, and I like to write up and down but sideways as well, just to kind of give it more interesting perspective, I guess. So that is it for my journaling this week. I just gave a few thoughts about my dad because these pieces are old and my dad grew up in those times, and it reminded me of him, and just that when he passed when I was 24 years old, and I wasn't at the age where I could appreciate spending time with him and finding out who he was as a person. And now as I've been getting older, I've been kind of thinking about that, and I wish I'd spent more quality time with him. I wish I could know him now as the person who I am now. I wish he could have met my children. And yeah, this is getting really sad, and I don't want to make this sad at all, but this is just an example. I just want to also show that even though I said at first that this creative journaling process could be, it's a way of dealing with anything, like with mental health. And by that, I mean getting feelings out on paper, and it making you feel better. And it doesn't always have to be positive, because, you know, you could be thinking really sad thoughts, or you might have an idea in your head and it might go to those thoughts. So in this case, usually there's never a day that goes by that I don't remember my dad, but I want to apply the lessons I've learned in my life to my current life now. So I don't want to miss out on any of those special moments in my family's life. And this is just a reminder to say, hey, let's step back and take the time to appreciate everything. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell notification so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye!